Okay, so we're going to start in Montana. And this story is from 2 years ago. Okay, so we're going to, and I can't believe that the news media, well, I do believe the news media hasn't covered this. We all know that. Got my faithful Rush Limbaugh microphone here. Thank you, Peter. But the news media has not covered this. This was a small little segment on a Montana news agency, news media, news station in Montana. It got 1.6, 1,600 views. They let the cat out of the bag, and none of you saw it. Nobody saw this. This was hidden.
In international headlines tonight, there is growing evidence that China is conducting a campaign of influence ahead of the 2024 presidential election. National correspondent Christine Frizau now with the details.
On popular social media sites like Facebook, more than 7,000 accounts have already been taken down. The ones still up feature headlines about stories like record high debt, people living in dire straits, and economic decline stemming from waging war all over the place. All part of a campaign experts say is designed to sow division and portray the United States as a society in crisis.
Threat actors might be going after specific candidates, but they can also go after voters themselves and try and dissuade them from participating in the election and say that it's ineffective, it's inefficient. Why vote if your vote's not going to count?
Similar warnings have...
This is 2 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, prior to... No one talked about it. The signs were there. The signs were there. We were not allowed to see this.
Already been issued ahead of the 2024 presidential election, with not only Russian interference, but a more emboldened China, demonstrating more sophisticated capabilities using artificial intelligence and social media sites like TikTok, which is owned by the Chinese company ByteDance.
TikTok has already been used to influence the elections in 2022. Director Haynes, you cannot rule out that the CCP could again use TikTok as a platform to influence 2024 elections, right?
We cannot rule out that the CCP could use it, correct?
Top intelligence officials testified on Capitol Hill last month that they try to keep social media companies in the loop when they spot accounts controlled by those they think have bad intentions.
We don't seek to be the arbiter of what's truth or fake. What we are doing is trying to identify the hidden hand of foreign adversaries, foreign intelligence services, fake accounts that in fact belong to some foreign adversary.
Experts say this time around, the efforts by foreign adversaries to influence the elections are less about supporting one candidate or another, and more trying to create an environment that sows division and chaos, which will in turn undermine U.S. democracy. In Washington, I'm Christine Frizau.
This was 2 years ago on a little news station in Montana. Do you know why this came up in my feed? Because I'm currently, like right now, routing or planning my trip to Montana. That's why this came up. NBC Montana, 1,600 views. Way back. The warning signs were there, ladies and gentlemen. George Floyd was Chinese. I mean, if you want to look at it like that, and it's very easy to see. Once you start to make the connections, everything falls into place. And I say George Floyd was Chinese, not literally Chinese, but think about all of the division. Think about all of the anger, the drama, the destruction that was caused by the George Floyd riots. You can't buy that much damage for America. Or could you? Could you buy that much damage for America? Because it seems like they did. It seems like, Well, you know, I'll just show you this. Let me show you this one. I think this will take you down a little trip down memory lane. China used paid media and social media assets to push racism in America, the BLM riots to stop President Trump. Who were those assets? The damage done to America is incredible. I want to ask you this. Let me ask you this. How much damage is being done to America right now by other influencers, by other people spreading hatred, divisiveness? Let's think about this. I could give you a few. And some of you might watch the daytime drama. Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, the Young Turds, The Gray Zone, David Pakman, Midas Touch. Do you think it's interesting how this is starting to play out? Somebody says here, China's infiltrated every major institution. I can't say you're wrong, J. Richard Moore, 5865. I can't say you're wrong. I wish you were wrong. Before we get too far into this, hit the like and subscribe, thumbs up, join the channel as a member, all that jazz. I've got no agenda whenever I'm doing these shows. I have none. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care how you vote. I don't care what bathroom. Well, I don't want you going in the bathroom with my daughter. I'll tell you that. But you can lick or stick whatever you want on this channel. Okay? But think of the people that are getting paid, have been paid. They've been cashing checks for a while, man. They've been cashing checks for a while. And we've ignored all of it. Thank you for all the thumbs downs. I really appreciate that, too. I love it. It's so funny. The peanut gallery is strong, baby. Here we go. Let's roll it.
President Trump pushing a brand new conspiracy theory, one seemingly grounded more in suspicions and his desire for a counter-narrative than it is based on established facts.
Proof do you have that your campaign was spied on?
All you have to do is look at the basics and you'll see it looks like a very serious event.
It's worth remembering that while we're sticking to the facts and telling you just what we know, President Trump apparently has no such constraints, since he simply makes stuff up. He frequently lies and has a long and well-documented career engaging in conspiracy theories about all manner of subjects with no concrete evidence ever provided. He's focused on propelling a counter-narrative to try to undermine the special counsel investigation. It's a fable.
Do we have any people that watch CNN that believe any of the fabricated, fictional stories? I read comic books. I've been a comic book fan for years. I read G.I. Joe comics. I've got the #1 G.I. Joe. I'm a big G.I. Joe fan. I believe CNN has less relevance than the comic books. I think they are less relevant. Make sure you chime in. What news sources do you trust? Not only that, where are you located? City, state. I'd love to know where everybody's... chime in the chat so I can see that.
In which he is the victim, and law enforcement officials are the bad guys.
Listen to this concerning new report accusing President Obama's CIA of curating the 2016 Russia collusion hoax by asking foreign intelligence agencies to illegally spy on the Trump campaign.
John Brennan had identified 26 Trump associates for the Five Eyes to target. A source confirmed that the IC had identified them as people to bump or make contact with or manipulate. They were targets of our own IC and law enforcement, targets for collection and misinformation.
President Trump.
You gotta love this. Jake Crapper. I think I said his name wrong. Jake Crapper. I believe that's where Jake needs to go right now. I think he needs to go in the Crapper. But we all understand this. Flappers POS. Homestead, Florida. Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Jonesboro, Missouri. Polk County. Oh, you got a good sheriff. You got Grady Judd. We all know that. North Pole, Alaska. Wake up the Eskimos. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. God bless you. I love seeing all the people chime in the chat. Bruce Campbell, the dude's horrible. Thank you, Bruce. I love you too, brother. I don't know what I did that was horrible. Pace, Florida. I got an aunt that lives in Pace, Florida. All the places you're chiming in from, you have been targeted. You have been targeted by the mainstream news. New Orleans, Nolans. You're right. I see so many comments in the chat that are absolutely correct. Let's start this out. Memphis Conservative. Good morning, Brother Ben, and everybody in the chat. Stay blessed. If you want to see a based conservative channel in Memphis, Tennessee, you go check out the Memphis Conservative. He has a great channel. Black American, not a victim. And it doesn't matter what race, gender, color, creed this guy is. He puts out good content. Go follow the base conservative. And that's a big booma shakalaka right there. Thank you, Memphis. Mike ACG, sold my hearse. You had a hearse? We were just about to put Joe in it. This should help with some postage. Thank you, Mike ACG. I send a lot of Bibles, guitars, things like that to veterans across the country. And I put together a package for the kid that did the bird calls. And then I've also got a package going to Debbie Milner that called in yesterday. She's a registered nurse, was a nurse. Once a nurse, always a nurse. She's an Air Force veteran. She's on hospice care right now in Elkhart, Indiana. She served her country in Saudi Arabia as a nurse, or I think Kuwait. Maybe Kuwait. She was there during the first Gulf War. She's on hospice care now. She's a cancer survivor. Her story, her phone call when she called in, probably make your eyes itch. If you want to get involved, if you want to help her, join the channel as a member. You can scan this little barcode up here in the corner, and we're sending her some love, thoughts, prayers. I shared her address in the Discord so that we can send some stuff her way, because she's a damn hero. Has been, always will be. A nurse, a mom, a veteran. Doesn't get any better. Doesn't get any better. Now, we know that the SAVE Act is important. The SAVE Act is radically important right now. It's really important because of how much damage that we're basically recovering from. And I believe we don't know how much damage that was done because we weren't allowed to know. You were not allowed to know all this was coming up. This is the New York Slimes. A global web of Chinese propaganda leads to a U.S. tech mogul. Yeah, there we go. So even the New York Slimes is talking about it. Husband of Code Pink founder being investigated under federal foreign agent and tax laws. Neville Roy Singham, some of you know that name, the wealthy husband of the founder of Code Pink. Now, there's pictures everywhere of old Marjorie hanging out with Code Pink. Right? Marjorie hanging out with Code Pink. I got to do something here. We got a lot of people watching this morning. A lot. Man, I really appreciate it. I feel, I don't feel alone today, right? I would typically just get up and search all this stuff on my own, and I just feel like I invite you guys in to talk about some things. That's the way I look at it. But what do you think about this Neville Roy Singham, Code Pink funder? His wife co-founded Code Pink. And this is basically an op from foreign countries. It's a damn crazy situation. And I just go back to the question. Would we ever have known about it if the current president was not the current president? I don't think we would have. I really don't believe we would have known about that. I've shared some stuff about Debbie in the chat, in the Discord. Okay, Ben, the left are taking out the left are taking us out of the equation by making our votes meaningless when they count. Notorious, that's what they want. They want you to think that. They want you to think that your votes don't count. They want you to do that. They want you to get frustrated. They want you to get hung up on drama so that you don't go vote. Here we go. Notorious, thank you so much for that super chat. God bless you. Is that Ozzy Osbourne in your Mama, I'm Coming Home? I loved Ozzy. I saw him a couple of times in concert. Loved Ozzy Osbourne. Great, great showman. But this is what they want. U.S. voters targeted by Chinese influence online. Look at the date of the article, and this is from Reuters. We call them goiters. This is from Reuters. September 3rd, 2024. What happened just after that? Well, it was the election, right? That's what happened. That's what they want. They want you to feel discouraged. The AP. China-linked spamiflage. I love that name. I'm going to use that in a sentence at least 3 times today. Spamiflage. Spamiflage network mimics Americans online to sway political debate. Look at this. When he first emerged on social media, the user known as Harlan claimed to be a New Yorker, had an Army veteran who supported Donald Trump for president. Harlan said he was 29. A few months later, Harlan underwent a transformation. Now he claimed to be 31 from Florida. It's all of the fake accounts, man. It's all the fake crap. And you're seeing it. And now we know. Look at this. Russia focusing on American social media and their stars to covertly influence voters. September 2024. Prior to the election, blame Russia. Trump gets elected, it's Russia's fault. Look at that. Look at the obviously all these people with the American flags and the Trump thing, they're all Russian. I say niet. Yet. You know what else they say in Russia? Tough shitsky. That's what I say. But they tried to lay this at the blame of Russia. Meanwhile, now we know, I mean, sure, Russia was probably involved, but now we know it was all, there was a lot of China stuff. Didn't Candace go to Russia? I believe she did. I believe she probably did. I don't know why. It's none of my business, right? Let me ask you in the chat, I know both of these are bad actors, Russia and China. I don't trust either one. I don't trust North Korea or Russia. I don't trust anybody that's not America first. Who damaged our elections the most? Russia or China? Put an R for Russia, put a C for China. I want to see in the chat, who do you think has influenced our elections the most? There's a lot of stuff. Look at this. Tenant Media. You remember that little name? When they went after a bunch of influencers, they claimed to have, well, they didn't claim it. People claimed that people like Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, there was a laundry list of others. I think Dave Rubin might have been accused. But it seems like they were deflecting to Russia when the real answer could have been the poo-poo platter, the Chinese. Do you think China allegedly paid for civil unrest in America? 93% of you said yes. Only 1% said Russia. I think Russia's got too much problems on their own to worry about our damn election. Here, let's do this. Who did the most damage? Let's just go here. I want to see this. This is how we get real answers here. We take polls. Not the kind that Pete Buttigieg likes. We can't talk about that kind of poll in here. But that's the kind of polls that we take. Questions. I don't know this. Benny is 100% propaganda. I can't confirm that. We share the same first name, Ben. I'm an adult male, so I just go by Ben. That's just me, right? I can't call myself my boy. My boy. Look at this. Facebook, Andy Jennings, thank you for the comment. I love your opinion. I love your opinion. Your opinion's welcome here. Facebook says Russian influence campaign targeted left-wing voters in the US and UK. Look at the day that this article came out. September 1st, 2020. Right before Joe Biden got the most votes ever recorded in the world. Joe was the most popular president in the world. He got like 500 million votes, right?
What it says was a Russia-based organization posing as news ahead of the U.S. election. Facebook on Tuesday said it has taken down a Russian influence campaign that posed as an independent news outlet targeting progressive voters in the United States and Britain by recruiting freelance journalists to write about domestic politics. The company said the operation centered around a pseudo-media organization called Peace Data. Its so-called contributors were mostly
Looks like one of those flock cameras.
freelance journalists in the United States and Britain. The writing it featured partly focused on U.S. politics and racial tensions in the run-up to the November 3rd presidential election.
Their goal here, from what we can see, is the same as goals we've seen from Russian actors in the past.
So the news media said Russia. Nobody ever talked about China. Or if you did, you were shut down. Now, I saw somebody say in the chat, Israel paid China to do it. If Israel has so much money, why are we sending them money? My parents saw this coming years ago prior to passing on. Thank you, prior.
They're trying to drive division. They're trying to inflame tensions, and they're trying to undermine trust in the electoral process.
Wait, what?
Facebook's head of cybersecurity policy, Nathaniel Gleicher, told Reuters on Tuesday the company is removing what they call a network of coordinated inauthentic behavior.
I think two of the most striking points about this network and this takedown are, one, we see these actors continuing to try to target public debate ahead of the U.S. 2020 elections. And
why didn't they do it? Why wasn't this like shown everywhere? Because if you talked about this anywhere, you were banned. Think about my buddy Doug. Think about my buddy Neil. Think about my buddy George. Think about all the people. You bring up funny business. You question election integrity. We will shut your ass down, bitch. Shut up. You're not allowed to talk about that. You are not allowed to talk about it. He rode out. We could solve a lot of problems by simply banning fake accounts. Every social media account should be verified, tied to a singular person. But what about anonymity? What about free speech, right? Free speech. Listen, this is a scary, scary clip.
And two, they're not having a lot of success.
Gleicher said his team acted on information provided by the FBI and suspended the accounts before they gathered a large online following.
Before they gathered, and listen to that part again. Hold up. We got to shut them down before anybody starts believing them, right?
Accounts before they gathered a large online following. Only 14,000 people followed one or more of the suspended accounts. The website published over 700 articles in English and Arabic between February and August this year and operated
English and Arabic. So they published it in English and Arabic, the most peaceful religion. Think about that. Next time you watch Tucker Carlson's YouTube channel, and I know a lot of you do, look at the languages that his captions are available in. Mostly peaceful religion language. Tucker's channel, you can get captions in Arabic.
13 Facebook accounts and 2 pages, which were set up in May and suspended on Monday for using fake identities. Facebook said its investigation found links to the Russian Internet Research Agency, a St. Petersburg-based company which U.S. intelligence officials say was central to Russian efforts to sway the 2016 presidential election.
the 2016 election. So Trump got elected because of election funny business. Biden won because he got the most popular, obviously the most popular man to ever walk the earth. They will write scriptures about him. He just came out with his own coloring book. No funny business with Biden, right? No funny business. Thank you, Deanna. What was that channel to watch from Memphis? Called Memphis Conservative. There you go. Very easy. Ben, the left are taking us out of the equation. Oh, I already got that one. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. DC Power. Super chat, $100 from DC Power. Send her my love. Deborah Milner. Anyone that becomes a member on the channel, go to the community post page. I will put, you join the Discord. I will put Debbie's stuff, her address in the Discord. You could send her a card, some love, whatever. Okay. U.S. charges Iranians with hacking attack on Trump campaign. Remember this? This is all going back, man. September 24, right before the election. Iran didn't want Trump to be the president because they are getting warheads on foreheads right now, right? Warheads, foreheads. I don't need to call out any of these other channels. I don't care what you watch. I don't care. Russia, Iran, and China could stoke post-election violence, U.S. intelligence says. October 2024. We know what happened in November. U.S. voters targeted by Chinese influence. September 2024. We're starting to see a trend. Tenant media posts still online despite U.S. claims of Russian interference. Guys, we're starting to see some real traction. And a lot of you are allowed to say, I told you so. How many of you feel vindicated by what the president said the other night? I actually feel vindicated, but I'm kind of scared knowing that we were right.
There's a post on X that's going viral right now where a customer, this is a real thing, a customer at the Olive Garden was setting a question to Olive Garden management asking if they're all you can eat summer pass could be shared with their family members. And the Olive Garden corporate replied, and they said, no, your card has a barcode that relates solely to you, and you must present a photo ID with your all-you-can-eat pasta pass in order to access all-you-can-eat pasta. So,
question here. C-arm registered nurse. I feel vindicated. I feel acknowledged. I don't feel vindicated yet. I will feel vindicated. I'll feel vindicated when they arrest some of these son of a bitches. When they arrest some of these son of a bitches, then we feel vindicated. That's what I think. Back that up. Sorry.
photo ID with your all-you-can-eat pasta pass in order to access all-you-can-eat pasta. So we've reached the point as a society where access to fettuccine at Olive Garden is vastly more secure than deciding who is commander-in-chief of the country. There's a post on X that's going viral right now.
So this is it. The never-ending pasta pass is only for use by the pass holder whose name is printed on the pass. Passes are personalized, non-transferable. Pass holders must present a valid ID along with the pass at the time of ordering. We are living in a freaking clown car where you have to show ID to eat at freaking Olive Garden. You want endless breadsticks? Show me your ID, bitch. Think about it. C-Arm RN is on fire today. Join the channel as a member. If you're a member, your comments come up in one section. If you're not, they come up in another. It's super sad we protect pasta more than... Pasta's like $10 for a ton of frickin' spaghetti. Are you more upset that Olive Garden requires ID or that our election system doesn't? What are we watching? What world are we living in? Ben, nobody's getting arrested. Mark, I told you the other night they can't drop the names. If you thought Trump was going to come out and read the names, it would destroy any criminal court case. It would destroy any criminal case. Do you want to get upset? Nobody's getting arrested. Feel free, man. But let me ask you this, Mark. Would you have known any of this if Trump wasn't the president? Right? I'm upset I did a hot wing challenge. You got the Montezuma's Revenge. The pasta police. I say send ICE to the pasta shop. VB, to say to all the people that say voting doesn't matter, then why does the left try so damn hard to cheat if voting didn't? Gooch may very well have comment of the day. I don't know if anybody's going to beat that. This is Gooch. I'm nominating you as...
I'm telling y'all. Now either y'all go talk to the long-legged Mac Daddy, tell him to resign. Tell him.
Gooch, you're the long-legged Mac Daddy until somebody else comes in with a better comment. If voting doesn't matter, why do Dems care so much about who votes? Look at this. States where you need a valid photo ID. All the green ones. States where you need a valid photo ID for Olive Garden. Boy, oh boy, I can't. I just can't, man. Look at that. How many of you are going to Olive Garden because they confirm ID? Olive Garden's based. You know what else, though? You could take the other side of the coin. Olive Garden's racist. Olive Garden is preventing black people from eating there. No black people at Olive Garden. What do you think about this? Either Olive Garden is the most based restaurant in America, or they basically hold rallies for people in white hoods. What do you think about this? What are your let's do this. In the chat, number one, if you think Olive Garden is super based. Number two, if you think they hold rallies with people in white hats. You know, the Democrat Party. The contrarian perspective is that they're either super based or super racist. There's no in between. We have been told that by the Democrat Party. Justin Bundy, I was going to say that earlier. I beat you to it, Justin. I beat you to it. Too much pasta's not good. I don't give a crap what you eat. As long as you buy it with your own money. I don't want you buying sodas on food stamps. Look at this. Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin have not had a legitimate election in 20 years. We know it. They know it. They know we know it. We know that they know that we know it. And still, it is what it is. You know that I know that they know that we know. There you go. That explains everything. It is easier to decide who the president of the United States is than it is eat at Olive Garden. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Senator Mark Kelly won by 78,806 votes. Arizona processed 112,693 duplicate votes. Look at that. Look at old Mark Kelly looking like Gollum. What do you think about that? Old Mark Kelly. I will watch you go to the bathroom. No women and blacks are allowed at Olive Garden. Get out. You get out of Olive Garden. I'm going there this afternoon just because there's no women or black folk. I am wearing my Compton hat to Olive Garden. I got to wear my Olive Garden, my Compton hat.
So first of all, Department of Homeland Security, we've identified 250,000 non-citizens registered to vote in just 4 states. Mind you, we have 46 other states. And just 4 states, we've identified 250,000 non-citizens registered to vote in California, in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Nevada. We also worked with proactive states to identify 28,000 non-citizens on their voter rolls, plus 400,000 individuals that are still registered to vote that are deceased. Now, these 23 states, they proactively worked with us on the SAVE program. That's Georgia, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas, North Carolina, Idaho, Alabama, Missouri, Louisiana, Kansas, Arkansas, Wyoming.
He sounds like the Johnny Cash song, We've Been Everywhere. I think that's the theme tune for ICE. We've been everywhere, man.
Montana, Iowa, Florida, South Dakota, Indiana, Arizona, South Carolina, Utah, Nebraska, Michigan, and my great home state of Oklahoma.
Think about it. We've identified 250,000 non-citizens. Those are called criminals. Registered to vote in California, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Nevada. It's the damn song by Johnny. I don't think Johnny Cash sang or wrote it first. I think he saw. Debbie, nobody gives a shit if Olive Garden's real Italian food. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not the point if they're real Italian food. I don't care what they are. Olive Garden's racist. Have 1,000%. Well, maybe since I had 4 IDs that can get 4 things of pasta at Olive Garden, eat up. Pass the SAVE Act? I don't know if it'll ever pass. I legitimately don't know if it passes. Let's go here. This is the one that you should never forget. Never.
You know, the only other adversary of ours who's anywhere near as good as the Russians is China. So why should Russia have all the fun? And since Russia is clearly backing Republicans, why don't we ask China to back us?
I hereby tonight ask China.
That's right. And not only that, China, if you're listening, why don't...
So these two witches conjured China just like a spell. They conjured them. They probably had their Ouija boards there on the desk.
Have all the fun. And since Russia is clearly backing Republicans, why don't we ask China to back us?
I hereby tonight ask China.
They conjured a spell. What was that bubble? I forget the play where they're talking about stirring the cauldron. These two witches conjured China to get involved in our election. What do you think, man? I think they're both witches. Sugar Mountain. I think there was a TV show called Witch Mountain, right? Jail her. Super chat from Mike. Inspector Noodle for president. Exactly. But there's no illegals voting. Pureblood, thank you for the comment. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. God bless you. We're just going to blaze through this just like, the city of Minneapolis. We're going to blaze through that one. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Here we go. Let's go. I've got to do this while I refill my coffee. And you know what happens when you drink a lot of coffee? You got to take a leak.
Garrett.
Caroline, welcome back.
Good to see you.
Likewise. To the degree that this speech tonight is about elections past, not elections upcoming, the 2020 election has had dozens of recounts, lawsuits, audits. The 2024 election, widely believed to be safe and secure. There's not really any question about that. A lot of people look at this.
Because it was too big to rig.
Well, I think a lot of people look at this.
There's a massive amount of votes for this president. That's why he's in the Oval Office right now.
No one disputes that. And there were a significant amount of votes for Joe Biden, who won in 2020. I think the question is, why is the president unable to let this go?
Well, first of all, Garrett, I think part of the problem is that the media has refused to acknowledge that tens of millions of Americans across the country share the concerns of this president about the sanctity of our elections. And your premise of your question, you're jumping ahead to a conclusion in this speech before even hearing it yourself. I think that everyone should tune in tonight, including the people in this room, and you should report on the president's speech and the findings that he is going to reveal in this speech with a little bit of honesty and a little bit of integrity, because it will shock you if you have an honest eye listening to the president tonight, and everything he is saying will be backed by facts and by evidence that will be provided this evening. And again, Garrett, I think all Americans, Democrat, Republican, should agree that we are the greatest country in the history of the world. We should have the safest and most secure elections in the history of the world. And what the president will be speaking about tonight will show you that perhaps that is not the case, and we need to make some adjustments moving forward, including the Save America Act, as Rachel pointed out, is a key legislative priority for this president on Capitol Hill, and he wants to see all senators and members of Congress voting in favor of the Save America Act because it's crucially important as we move forward. Aisha.
Great clip by, man, I timed that perfect. Timed it perfect. I've got a bladder with a stopwatch on it, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know if y'all saw my shirt here. Look at this. Submariner. Noun. Someone who operates stuff you can't. You like that? That's my noun. That's my pronoun. Submariner. That's my pronoun. Oh, where were we at? Yeah, that's all the sanctity of the elections. We know about that. Let's talk about this. Meet Nikki Flores, FBI analyst, who bragged about running a shadow government inside the Bureau. She just released a declassified document. She's now director of insider risk with Bill Gates. There you go. Good old Nikki Flores. Dad counterintelligence. That's a good one, ain't it? She should be locked up. Here's the actual comment. She said, "I'm basically running a shadow government across the FBI at this point. Thank you, Tricia in accounting." Right? We're starting to, it's all making sense, guys. How many of you thought there was a deep state? Yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Somebody said their nephew's a proud submariner. Good. 47 million, 48 million men and women have served in the United States military. Only about 250,000 can say that they're submariners. There you go. This Nikki Flores chick, man, whoo boy, running a shadow government. A lot of people think, she works for Microsoft now. So does Lisa You're right about that. There's a lot of ones coming here. If ever treason punishment doesn't happen soon, we're all fools. I want to say something right now, and I don't care if this is a woman. I don't care who she is. I want to go back to a level of justice. I want to go back to a level of justice with, well, let me pull this up. I want to show you whose justice system I want to use. Let me see if I can find this guy. I was doing a little reading. I listened to audiobooks. This is the guy's justice system that I want. right here. This is what I want. Hold up. Let me go right here. I want this level of justice. Let me see if I can get that. There we go. I want some Vlad the Impaler shit. I want these people to be hunted like dogs. Remember that Obama Netflix story where they hunted down conservatives? That was a real movie on Netflix. I want them to be hunted like dogs. I want some rope involved. I'll just say that. I want them to be drawn and quartered. And then I want spikes outside of the White House. And I want heads on spikes. And the Romans did this. Vlad the Impaler did this to show everyone what he was capable of. And that's what I want. I want that level of justice. And I know I'm probably never going to get what I want. Uh-oh, what's this? Ben Dykes ran a shadow command structure on a Los Angeles class attack submarine. What in the hell are you talking about? Ben ran a shadow command on SS BMS. I don't even know what an SS BMS is. Shadow of government's been going along a lot longer than people. Gary, I don't know what you're talking about. I ran a shadow command on SS BMS. Okay, all right, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. This lady admits it. Here, let me show you this. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to save this to the end before we trigger everyone in the chat. Catherine Herridge, we know about that. We know about the Chinese whistleblower. John Solomon, I'm kind of on the fence with old John Solomon. I don't know. But he brings up a point here on CBS. He made fun of them right to their face.
Well, listen, I talked to the intelligence chiefs in the last few days as we got prepared for this. It's very important to understand, the president said this tonight, every intelligence chief vetted this speech. They made sure it was accurate. They told me they had never been briefed on the size of the breaches, the 230 million Americans, the 220 million Americans whose data was stolen, that they consider it a security breach. How many times on your network have you reported that 5 countries are capable of hacking our election machines? When is the last time you reported that Venezuela actually succeeded in breaching a machine which has implications for our future security? You haven't, because it was never made public. It has not been made to Congress. It's not been told to the president.
I disagree. It was made public. The story at the very beginning of the show in Montana, they made it public.
In the past, we checked the presidential daily briefs. A president was kept from this information. Now we have a chance to fix a glass chin of election security, make the 26th election more secure. But listen.
We know it was public, but CBS, the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati eye of CBS, chose not to share it. We know it was public knowledge. They chose not to cover it. But now look at this story this morning from CBS. Voter data Trump claimed China obtained is easy to get in most states. So now CBS is like, hey, we better get our shit in one sack, guys. We better get all of our poop in the same diaper. You starting to understand this now? Isn't Vlad the Impaler Count Dracula? I don't care. The media is complicit. How many of you agree with Ohio Kimmy? Little silver, that gold sun by her name means Ohio Kimmy is a member on the channel. You know what's happening. A lot of stuff has been happening with the funny business. I implore all of you to join the channel as a member. Even the Chinese trolls, get in there. Join the channel as a member. Get access to the Discord. If you really want to help my channel, join my Patreon. That's the one that would really help, because that way YouTube doesn't, get any of that stuff. They don't get that data. That's what, if you want to help me continue to put out my stuff, join me over on Patreon, right here. I share a lot of stuff. I do a lot of back off the grid stuff on there. Let's just say that. Okay? But what we're seeing right now is, I don't know if we're seeing a revival in patriotism. I don't know if we're seeing an uprising in truth. I don't know what you want to call it. I feel pissed off. At the same time, I feel vindicated, almost vindicated. I feel thirsty for justice. I think that's a good way to say it. I feel thirsty for justice. When I was in the submarine community, you can see that submarine up there at the top. 24 days out, because we had 24 missile tubes, and we're going back prior to DEI, where it was just dudes on subs. 24 days out, they would put up naked pictures of women on the tubes. They called them tube days. Tube days, last 24 days, tube girls. They'd put up big pictures of naked gals. I'll just be honest with you, it's what happened. And it was the countdown till you were back in port. And I feel like right now we're in a countdown. Message to the Chinese trolls. Joe just told them sign up as a member, I think is what he said in Chinese. Joe, one of my moderators, is fluent in Chinese. Very fluent in Chinese. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. But I believe we're seeing a movement that's starting. And it's pretty nice to see. Speaking of not nice to see, Carville says network should have aired Trump's speech to show he's literally crazy. Is there anybody that thinks Trump is crazy because of what he showed or what he shared or what he said? Is there anybody that thinks Trump's crazy because of what he did? I'm going to take some calls this morning. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Show goes dead. If the show starts dropping off, I'll quit, and I got yards to mow. I got a Harley to ride. I got horses to feed. And, that's my day. That's my life. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Get your questions, comments, concerns. Turn the audio down before you call, or I will hang up on you. I am that guy. White House, more than 250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote in 4 states. We know that. It's upsetting. It degrades, it dilutes the integrity of everything our country was founded on. It chaps my booty hole, to be honest with you. Declassified CIA note, China sought to pay U.S. journalists to write negative stories on President Trump to sway the 2020 election. Okay? It's never been more clear as to what's happened. Trump pledges to help states fix and patch election vulnerabilities before the midterms. I'm glad to see it. I am really glad to see this happening. This goes hand in hand with what we're seeing for the SAVE Act. Line 2, go.
Hi, Ben. This is Elaine from California.
Elaine, California, what do you got?
I wanted to ask you, why did Joe Biden and his son get all that money from China?
Ooh, great question.
Was it pay to play?
Let's see here. Why did Joe Biden get money from China? Let's just ask the question. Let's just ask the question here. Why do you think they got money?
I think because the Chinese wanted them to do things in their favor here.
I mean, typically, if I pay you, either I want a product or a service or a favor. Would you agree with that?
Right. What
do you think it was?
Well, I think it was that China wanted Joe Biden to do everything in their favor, basically.
Do you believe Joe Biden did?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. And I think that there's a hell of a lot of treason going on in this country, and it's going on unpunished.
Let me ask you this. Why did Gavin Newsom clean up San Francisco prior to Xi Jinping's visit? Remember that when he got all the poop off the street?
Yeah, what a joke.
What do you think about that?
They should take him off the street. They should take him out of office right now. I can't stand that man.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for calling. God bless you. From California. Chiming in. First call from California. Love it. Love to hear some opinions like that. And you've got to keep it going. Here's one for you. Look at this. Nobody else talking about this. China is building a monster supply ship for its carrier strike groups. Read that one aloud again. Look at this. So this is satellite imagery. I can show you some of this stuff. Let's go here. Plan power check imagery, September 29th. Let's look at the photos here. Look at this. Look at the size of that carrier. They've also been building a ship that looks like an American aircraft in the desert. That's crazy. Let me go here. Let's go here. End wokeness got banned. Wow, okay. Let's go here. Let me see if I can find this. Chinese carrier in desert. This story really got me thinking. And I can't believe CNN's playing this. You want to see something weird? Or sorry, it's a mock-up of a United States warship in the desert. Here we go.
First, it looks like any American warship at sea. Then you notice the sand. More than 1,000 miles from the nearest coastline, hundreds of miles from any major city, deep inside
Milton,
the western
I'll get to you in a
Chinese
second.
desert,
Give me a
appears
second.
to be a full-scale mock-up of a U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Look at it side by side with the USS Fitzgerald.
All right, Memphis, what you got? Oh, wait. I think I hung up on him. I didn't mean to hang up on you. I did not call back, Memphis. I did not mean to hang up on you. I meant to hit the mute button. Sorry about that.
Gerald, the resemblance is striking. Both are around 510 feet long. At the back, the helicopter flight deck, used to launch and recover naval helicopters. Next are the vertical launch systems, cells used to fire guided munitions like the Tomahawk cruise missile, heavily used in the conflict with Iran. This is the bridge and command area, where navigation, communications, and combat operations are controlled. At the front is the deck gun, used for...
There we go. Memphis, thank you for calling back. What do you got, Memphis? Thank you for calling back. I didn't mean to click away from you. I thought I put you on hold.
That's all good, brother. I'm not gonna hold you long. I just want to say good morning. Great show going. I want to tell you this. You know the redistricting map here that they did here in Memphis.
Yeah.
So they are panicking so hard, man. They done brought Ayanna Pressley and AOC to Memphis to help Justin Pearson about that seat.
I heard AOC tried to have like a Southern accent. Is that true?
Yeah, I looked at it yesterday. I did last night when I called it last night. I didn't do a video on it. I'll probably do a bit on it later on.
Did she have her hot sauce like Hillary did? Did she have her hot sauce in her bag like Hillary did?
No, but I could tell. I was like, why is she talking like that? And I didn't look at the whole entire thing. I looked at it like, I think about 2 or 3 minutes of it when it came to my phone from the news here in Memphis. And I didn't get a chance to see, all of it. I was actually doing something else when I caught it. I said, yeah, I can't wait to do a video on this one.
I got to check her out right here. Okay, so she's got a new accent in Memphis. Is this you in the background here? Are you in the background here holding a healthcare for all for Memphis. I see you in the background here, isn't it? I knew you were a closet AOC supporter, Memphis. I knew it.
Oh, nah, I'm not AOC. Nope. But
Brother,
I know
you
one
take
thing.
care.
The thing is, the way that map was drawn at first, you had, to make a long story short, you really had black politicians campaigning for straight only black people because
Wow.
the way the map was drawn. But now that the map is drawn in 3 different sections, now you got to campaign to those black people that you campaigning for, and to the white people that you've been talking crap about all these years, racism, this and all of that.
Double
Now you got to
standards.
campaign to them. Exactly.
Double standards. Democrat Party loves it. I'm going to play this clip. I got to hear AOC's Southern accent, her Southern drawl. Southern drawl.
And you see who's all standing behind her?
Yeah.
That says it all.
Hey,
Okay,
let me
all right.
ask you this, Memphis. What do you think about Olive Garden requiring ID?
Oh, I think it's racist.
It's racist. It's racist as hell. Racist as hell. Only white people should eat at Olive Garden, right? I mean, that's what the Democrat... I can't wait for the Democrat Party to say that.
Yeah, and I've been trying to find the information how to go get me an ID. I don't know.
You know,
how to
I
go about
think
getting it.
Olive Garden is owned by the same company that owns Red Lobster.
Oh, that's a new one. I didn't know that one. If that is true.
It's going to be a lot of black folk pissed off at the crab legs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take care, Memphis. God bless you.
All right. See you later.
Y'all go check out Memphis Conservative. Memphis Conservative. Let's hear AOC. Here we go.
We cannot afford to leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama behind, Mississippi behind, Georgia behind, South Carolina behind.
What in the hell is this?
We cannot afford to leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama behind, Mississippi behind, Georgia behind.
As long as the large white lady does not show me her behind, I'm okay. I do not want to see that.
We cannot afford to leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama behind, Mississippi behind, Georgia behind, South Carolina behind.
It reminds me of Hillary with the hot sauce. Do you remember Hillary with the hot sauce? Let me go here. I don't know which one's more cringe. Where's Hillary with the hot sauce clip? Where is Hillary hot sauce clip? Let me find that. That's her passing out. Let's see. No, let's see. I thought I had the clip of Hillary getting hot sauce. Did they delete the Hillary hot sauce clip? Where's the Hillary hot sauce clip? Hillary, I knew, let's see here. Let's go here. Hillary Southern accent. Let's try that. Oh, she had the fake accent too. Let's hear this. This will be good. This will be a good one.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
I don't feel no ways tired.
Wow. Chinese bots are already here. We got one. Steph Travesty. Ben, did you reflect on Trump's unconditional surrender to Iran and Operation Epic Fiasco on this 250-year anniversary? Steph Travesty. Are you naked in your profile photo? Steph Travesty, if you would like to call in and discuss Trump's unconditional surrender to Iran, I would love to hear your comment. I would love to hear your version of Trump making an unconditional surrender to Iran. Okay. Steph Travesty, let's hear it, dude. Call in 615-475-7864. I've got to find the Hillary hot sauce clip. I've got to hear it. It's an itch. Here we go.
No more questions.
I hope this is Steph Travesty. Line 3. What do you got? Line 3. Line 3, go right ahead.
Yes, this is Gary Seven, and I was on submarine long before you. And I have to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I was there. I was on the submarine voyage at Disneyland in the 60s.
You were on a submarine in Disneyland in the 60s.
Yeah, I was on a submarine voyage in the 1960s, but I didn't get my golden dolphins.
Golden dolphins?
Yeah, I was on the submarine voyage at Disneyland.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha, Gary. I got you.
But you just got to go down for a few more days than me. I went down for at least 20 minutes.
20 minutes, you son of a gun.
Yep.
Gary, I appreciate the sarcasm, brother. I love it.
And I love you, buddy.
Gary, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the sarcasm. We got to keep it going. Okay?
Have a good one.
God bless you. Gary he didn't get his dolphins at Disneyland. Where's Steph Travesty with the unconditional surrender? Where's that at? Here, let's see here. I got to hear Hillary.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I just want you to know.
Yes.
Say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I knew it was bad. I don't remember it being this bad.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
I would have said chloroform. I thought she would have said chloroform.
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information
Or poison.
right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
listen, I just want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Is it working? I thought Hillary never left home without chloroform or cyanide. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, this is Melissa from Alabama.
I was hoping Travesty was going to call in. Damn it.
I would like to tell AOC to please leave Alabama behind.
You know, she can roll Tide right out of the state of Alabama. Thank you for calling. Let me grab these. I got them lined up now. Line 3, go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, I got a serious question for you. Since America has so many smart people, how come we got so many idiots running the country?
If we have so many smart people, why do we have idiots running the country? Let me reverse that on you. Let me reverse it on you. Were they smart enough to get elected?
No, they just got people that they got cheating. They're not smart at all. Look at AOC. Can you classify her as smart?
She got elected.
Dude, I don't even know how this is possible. I'm so upset. I cannot believe this crap. These people are like kindergartners running our country that look like friggin' century-old friggin' mummies. This is ridiculous.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Who is smarter? The people that are in and we can't get rid of, or us that are complaining about getting rid of them?
I'd say they're more scandalous. We're less scandalous. We have honor, so we kind of are restrained. So I don't know if honor's smarter or dumber, but I know heaven likes honor and doesn't like the sin, so there's that.
I mean, in the actual game, they're ahead. They have beaten us on multiple levels. It pisses me off. It pisses you off. It upsets me just as much as it does you. But
that was my point.
Yeah.
They don't have honor. We have honor. That's the problem. We're not playing the same game.
Does honor pay the bills?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't
Does
seem to be.
honor,
it does for me, but to an
does
extent.
honor win elections?
No. It gets us to heaven, though.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Take care. God bless you.
And, you might need to shine that mic up just a little bit. It's not quite shiny enough, man.
You know, this is in honor of Rush Limbaugh. One of the guys in the chat, his name is Peter. Let me grab this call. Thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. Chris, Arkansas, what do you got? Sounds like you rearranged some dishes in the dishwasher. What do you got? Maybe a butt dial. Call back. We don't do butt dials here. We try not to do the butt dials. Let's see here. Yeah, Into Wokeness got banned over on X. Let's see here. President Trump, correct. Trump all over. Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. Trump posting over on True Social. Let's see what he just posted here. He pinned something. He pinned his speech. Okay. Pinned his speech. We'll go there. That's the Hillary clip with the hot sauce. This is 2 years ago.
Texas declaring the state of war. Headlines like this are actually being blasted across China. Their media censors are doing very little to stop this, even though, of course, it is false. So why does the Chinese government do?
See who we got here. Line 3. What do you got?
Hey, Ben, it's Tommy from South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
I heard on the news the other day that Arkansas was allowing a Muslim community to have Sierra law. Did I hear that right?
Completely wrong. But that's the misinformation that anyone can do whatever with. I'll tell you what happened. There is an organization that has bought 7 acres of property to build a Muslim school or a mostly peaceful school. Unfortunately, you can't prevent citizens, no matter what religion they are, from buying property. But there's no Sharia law in Arkansas. I can guarantee you that. You that.
That's what I heard, that they were going to allow their community to be governed under Sierra law.
You can't do that. It'll never happen. And I'll show you what's her name? Governor Sarah Sanders already tried to come out. And see, that's where the misinformation comes out, man. That's where the misinformation.
I agree. I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
Yeah. That is Sarah Sanders. She has already addressed this, and I'll see if I can find the X post where she said that. But there's no Sharia law happening in Arkansas. Okay? Not happening.
Thank you for confirming that for me.
Take care. If you believe that, you believe CNN. God bless you. There we go. If you believe that, you believe CNN. Sarah Sanders. Let me see. I forget what she put there. I think she addressed it over the Chinese thing. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is why Arkansas kicked communist China off of our farmland. This is why we secured our elections. We made our state #1 for election integrity. Democrats say these things don't matter. We know they do. Sarah Sanders. We got a great governor here. I think she could very well run for something bigger. I don't know if she will or not, but I'd like to keep her in Arkansas as long as I possibly could, just because I'm being what I would say. Yeah, go right ahead, Dawn.
This is Dawn Bedork from New York, Ben.
What do you got, Dawn?
And I got to tell you, the reason these people get elected like AOC and Hillary is because women will vote for anybody as long as they have a vajayjay. They don't care. They think, oh, women power. These are the most corrupt people in the most corrupt elections. New York City has not had a fair election in 10 years or more.
I agree.
So I'm pretty pissed off. I'm pissed off enough to, I don't know, call the Ben Dyke Show and share it because you guys are my people.
God bless you. Let me grab these other ones, Dawn. You're the best.
Thank you, Ben.
Line 2. Go right ahead.
Hey, Jacob Cox in Ohio. I was wondering if, have you heard about anything if the Save America Act is on its way to get passed? Or
It passed the Congress. It's at the Senate. It'll probably get destroyed in the Senate. That's my prediction. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everyone in the chat can call me and say, Ben, you were wrong. I want to be wrong.
Okay.
You know, I want to be wrong.
I was just curious.
God bless you. Take care of that kid. No crying children on here. Joe Biden's book and my new book, Unapologetic, will be released within a week of each other. We got a great governor here in Arkansas. Great one. She says here, what an embarrassment. 100% of pregnancies are with women. Yeah, exactly. We got a good governor. Great governor here in Arkansas. We also got school choice. School choice here in Arkansas. One of the greatest things that she did, passing school choice. I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is DEI on steroids. I can't play the music, but this is a surgeon, a Georgia surgeon, dancing and making videos in the operating room. I can't play the music. Jake Matthew Penfield. I've called multiple times. I can't call anymore. So don't call. There you go. If you want to call, call. If you don't worry about it. I'm probably one of the few shows that will actually take phone calls. It's weird. I wish more channels would do the same. I wish more channels would allow their audience to talk. Let's go line 1. What do you got?
Yeah, this is Super Trucker Ray. Have you ever seen the movie Deliverance? It's an epic movie about men in the wilderness.
I think your brother was in it.
Trying to survive.
I think your brother was in the movie.
All the elements.
Can you squeal like a pig?
Do that to me one more time. Once is never enough. For all
what part of the country are you in, Super Trucker Ray? What part of the country are you in there, Super Trucker Ray?
Do that to me one more time.
We got a Chinese bot. I love Chinese bots. Thank you. Hey, let me ask you this there, Super Trucker Ray. What do you think about the method that the mostly peaceful religion uses for gay people? What do you think there, Super Trucker Ray? You think about the gravity therapy that the mostly peaceful religion uses for gays? Does that upset you and your husband? You like that? This is a peek inside. This is a peek inside of the mentally ill. This is what mentally ill people sound like. That's what it sounds like in a homeless encampment full of the rainbow people. You like it? You like that? I love, we know we're over the target when we get those people calling in. I enjoy these people. Super Trucker Ray. Sound like a super predator. Anybody think that guy was a predator? Sounded like, probably bought some kids too. They usually do. They usually do. Man, these people are crazy. DEI at its finest. Yeah, you're right about that. You are not wrong. The Chinese bots out in force.
this series in the beginning that we've first published is document how it is that he funneled about $278 million into.
Let's grab this call. I hope another Chinese bot. Line 2, go.
Yeah. How was that Opus X?
You know, I haven't been to Montana, but I do have at least a couple of boxes of Opus X's right here in my humidor. Hold on. What would you like to say? Are you a cigar smoker yourself?
Yes, sir, I am.
What's your favorite cigar? What do you like the most?
Oh, I've smoked mostly JFRs. I'm not sure if that's a name brand or they tell me it down at the place I go to. It stands for just for retail.
Here you go. JFR is a store brand. They basically put a label. Here's an Opus. I might have this whenever I'm mowing the yard today. I don't know. I've got my humidor just off camera here, and I've got more cigars than I'll ever smoke. Somebody sent me a box of these Davidoff Nicaraguas, a little 5-pack of these, and I love them. Fantastic cigars.
Well, nice.
You know, I enjoy a good cigar, and I've got probably more than I should have. But my plan is to smoke every damn one. Somebody sent me a box of these. I haven't opened these. This is a box from 2015. It's the holiday Christmas collection, Fuentes. This is 11 years old. Somebody sent me these. I haven't even broken the seal on them yet.
Very nice.
I am a big cigar connoisseur. I wouldn't say connoisseur. I'll tell you where I started smoking cigars. My first commanding officer on the USS Ohio. I was a young E2, maybe E3. And I was standing lookout in the top of the submarine. And the captain, his name was Christopher Slack. And we were up there in the bridge at about, I would say it was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. And he looks over at me. He's like, Dykes, you ever smoke a cigar? I was like, no. He's like, you ever smoke a cigar on the top of a submarine? I was like, no. He's like, well, you're about to enjoy things that most Americans never have the opportunity. And I had a cigar with my commanding officer, and it was absolutely amazing. I want to see if I can find some photos of that. I've got some photos going way back, but there's nothing better. And we were up around, we were way north of Alaska. I'll just say that. I will never forget that.
Yeah. My most, with the cigar smoking that means the most to me is whenever I smoke cigars with my son. And I smoked one with my uncle in Tennessee before he went to, Afghanistan in 2010.
I hear you. Well, thank you for calling, brother. I really appreciate it. Take me down memory lane, something I forget about. God bless you.
John, my name is John, and I'm from Ohio, first-time caller.
John, Ohio. It's funny. My first boat was the USS Ohio right here. First and finest.
Yeah, I see.
God bless you, brother. Great call. John in Ohio. And that's 24 nuclear missile tubes, USS Ohio, SSBN 726. Lines are open. We got any cigar connoisseurs? Lines are open. Feel free to tell me where your most enjoyable cigar was. Line 3, what you got?
Hey, Ben. How you doing? Good morning, shipmate. I ain't got anything on the topic this morning. I just want to give a shout out to all the sailors out there doing their job and all the military personnel, but another shout out to Biltong USA. They got some good stuff.
Did you get some?
Oh yeah, I got some in the mail yesterday. Those are the nicest people you could ever meet, and the meat is delicious, and the tribal coffee they have is off the hook.
Anton is going to be coming through Arkansas, and him and I are going to get together, and I'm going to take Anton for some barbecue, and I imagine we'll probably have a good cigar together as well. I really predict that. Thank you for calling, brother.
Thank you, Ben, for your service. Take care, shipmate, brother.
Have a good cigar on account of me today. God bless you. Great call.
God bless you, brother.
You guys can call in with whatever you want, right? Call him whatever you want. Let's see here. Daniel Munson. This is delusional. Have no idea what you're talking about. Lines are open. Oh, talking about Ashley Webb. Yeah, right. Mark over in Pittsburgh. What do you got, Mark?
Hey, Ben, what do you think about the idea of Fetterman switching over to being a Republican? He's threatening Democrats. You think it's all bullshit, or you think there's something behind that?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care. I don't trust
Yeah,
him.
I'm just trying to get this save that pass. You know, it's just.
What are you doing to get it passed?
Well, I'm calling my senator. I'll tell you that.
Good.
That's one thing I can do, right?
Good.
And that's what the president said to do, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not just calling one, I'm calling different ones. I'm online just asking phone numbers for different senators, calling them and just telling them, hey, do what you got to do. Not just
Good for
Fetterman, you know?
Good for you,
But
buddy.
anyway, you have a blessed day, buddy, all right?
God bless you. Take care.
Bye.
Let me see here. I want to see if I can find something here. Last cigar, okay. Don't trust Fetterman. I don't either. I just don't trust Fetterman. I don't trust him. We got that. I don't want to show that. Don't care about that. Let's see here what else I got. Let's see. I had something. Last time in Canada, I bought some Cuban cigars. Okay. Typically, I don't trust buying anything in Canada. Guitar player, what do you got?
Hey, I just want to say, you're doing a great job, dude. I just want to say God bless you. And the next time you have your outdoor thing smoking a cigar, I'd like to know, because I'll be sitting there watching you smoking a cigar too, because that's what me and my buddy used to do too. So if whenever you do that again, I got to know. I'll put my, what do you call that, the bell, so I'll know.
Sure, yeah. I love having a good cigar. I love it. You know, I really enjoy a good cigar. A lot of people don't like them. My wife tolerates them, but you know, it just brings me back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and my buddy used to have a glass of that, a little shot of whiskey, and have a cigar sitting outside. You know what I mean? Just talking stuff like we're talking right now about situations and everything.
I've had some cigars with some really important, famous people, and I don't want to name drop, but I've had some cigars with some very famous people.
Well, that's cool, man. But you know what? You're a famous person too, because
no chance,
well,
man.
No,
I'm a redneck kid from Lower Alabama.
I know. I'm just saying that, but in the eyes of the people that are watching you, you're the man. You know what I'm saying? Because
when people meet me, I'm just a normal dude. I sit down to take a dump just like everybody watching.
Well, I got you on that, but I'm saying that anybody that can spend time on a submarine underwater the way you did has got gonads and has a lot of heart. That's all I got to say to protect our country like you did, along with the other submariners that you spent time with.
I don't know if anybody's seen this, but I'm going to play a little bit of this. This is a great video. Guitar player, God bless you, brother. I really appreciate you.
God bless you, too.
Let's see here. I'm going to play a little bit of this after this call. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hey, good morning, Ben. George, Cummings, Sam. I'm so pissed off right now. You know, I've heard of people saying that you got YouTube unsubscribe them. Well, I found out you got an unsubscribe from my list. You're at the top of my list, and you're gone. I'm so pissed off. I just now caught up to live. God, this is crazy. I didn't know they did it until they did it to me.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird, though?
Yeah, I woke up a little bit late today, and I finally caught up to live about 15 minutes ago. And I'm so pissed off from being behind. I mean, oh my God, I'm livid right now. I didn't know they did it. I finally did it to me, and it was your show. So you must be over the target.
We got the trolls in here. We got the Chinese bots, right? They're here. The Chinese paid bots are in here. George, thank you for calling, brother.
Their voice. They can't censor your voice. You keep it up, Ben. You are one of the big voices out there. I wish I had some friends to share my show with.
George, it's not me. It's not me. It's your voice. You get the chance to call. You get the chance to express your frustration. You get the chance to talk. And a lot of these other channels, it pisses me off that they don't listen to you.
Yeah, I like listening to the people around the country. I watch Memphis Conservative. He's something else. He's good people.
I agree.
Thank you
for
your show,
calling,
Ben.
George. God bless you,
keep
brother.
up the good work. God bless you, brother.
Here, this is one of the submarines I served on. It's one of my favorites.
During the tense and secretive days of the Cold War, submarine technology evolved exponentially as the Americans and Soviets pushed each other forward in a never-ending race for naval supremacy. But while already discreet about the so-called silent service, most American developments remain classified to this day, and the U.S. Navy is particularly reticent about its Seawolf class. Originally intended as the most advanced undersea attack vessels, the U.S. government axed the program when the Cold War ended and the threat of high-tech Soviet submarines evaporated. However, the youngest of the class's sisters, the infamous USS Jimmy Carter, would continue with her family's heritage and become one of the stealthiest Pentagon spies, so much so that the U.S. Navy has barely recognized her capabilities other than for basic submarine roles. Still, the facade is evident, and there are several pieces of evidence that point to her crucial part in more dangerous and mysterious missions.
God, I can smell the amine right now. I can smell it. The smell of amine. I used to sleep near those. That's a Mark 48 ADCAP torpedo. I used to sleep right underneath those things. Here, let me see if I can find this image here. Let's see if I can find this. Here we go. That's what it looks like from the sail of a submarine. This is where a lookout would stand. Line 2, go right ahead.
Good morning, Ben. This is Macon from Louisiana. I'm pissed off, but I'm also glad that Bill Cassidy's out of the Senate next year.
He's a scumbag.
Huh?
Bill Cassidy's a scumbag.
Oh, definitely. I warned him back in 2020 about that going against Trump. But anyway, calling in, let you know I was on the LST in '74, and engine room. We lived under the water line.
Yeah.
And barely saw daylight.
You were a snipe.
I was. So, God bless you for your service, sir.
What was your rate?
Oh, I was just an EM.
Electrician. Okay.
No.
An engineman.
Engineman, yeah.
Ian, you know, my best friend's dad was an engineman in Vietnam on PBRs, I think is what he called them, patrol boats. He is the sole... Yeah, he was on the Mekong. He is the sole reason that I joined the Navy, because he had stories and he had great tattoos, and there was always a good story to go with each tattoo. He's the only reason I joined the Navy. I'm not joking. Without a shadow of a doubt, the only reason I joined the Navy.
My dad was on a battleship in the Korean War. So that was the reason I enlisted, aside from the fact that I wasn't doing anything in school.
I hear you. Brother, thank you for calling. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Tell me something. Is there anything I could do other than Cassidy's not going to go with Trump, regardless?
No, he won't.
Really not.
No, he won't. Cassidy's useless shit on a pump handle.
I got 9 kids with husbands and wives, and I mean, we're all voting MAGA. But it's just, that's all I can do.
Thank you for calling, brother. I feel your pain. I got a lot of family down around Houma, Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay, Lake Pontchartrain's good place.
Yep.
Houma, I'm not so happy with, but
no,
anyway.
hell no, it's a shithole. Take care, brother. Be good. God bless you.
Thank you.
There we go. This is what it looks like. That is what it looks like. Sarge told me. Let me see. This is what it looks like, man. This is probably one of the best videos I've seen. Diving and driving, man. Diving and driving. Wait a second. I think I recognize that guy. The guy sitting here, standing diving officer. I think I know that guy. I really believe I know him. We'll take 1 or 2 more calls, and I got a shitload of work to do. Let's go Eunice. What do you got, Eunice?
Hey, how you doing, Ben?
Amazing.
I just want to say, now we know what's going on, and now that the president has come out and say it, but now the Democrats are really getting back into a corner, and we all know what kind of scum they are. So they're probably going to pull a few stunts. But we've waited this long. We all got to stay behind the president, because without the president, we are nothing. And I know a lot of people think it's useless to call the senators, but really, do it anyway. Do whatever you can to support Donald Trump, and do whatever you possibly can to support Ben here, because Ben knows what he's talking about. I'm a firm believer in that. I've been here almost 2 years. I wouldn't be here this long if I didn't believe in him. And I believe in this chat. There's a lot of good people. Not everybody, but most of the people in here are fine people. We got to wait a little bit longer, and with the help of God above, we're going to win, because we're almost there. We're almost past the finish line. We just got to hold on.
I hear you. Eunice, thank you for calling. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support.
Bye.
This was we did something on this mission. I can't talk about what we did, but just listen to this. This will make you happy.
Of service. Not much else has been unveiled about the submarine or her operations. When Jimmy Carter finally returned to her home port in 2017, she was flying the Jolly Roger flag alongside the Stars and Stripes one.
You hear that again?
When Jimmy Carter finally returned to her home port in 2017, she was flying the Jolly Roger flag alongside
Jolly Roger,
the Stars and Stripes one, a centenary tradition that indicates she successfully completed her mission. Still, it may take a century before the public learns what that mission was in the first place. Thank you for watching.
I know I'm not talking about it. I know I am not talking about it. I do not want to go to prison. Not for something like that. And I think people that divulge stuff that we do should probably go to prison. It's just, loose lips sink ships.
The watch on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know when we'll be through. We don't know when we'll be through. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't light the smoking lamp. They won't light the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Live, cry, live, free. Cry, live, free. Live, cry, live, cry, live.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever. Guys, I appreciate you watching. I got to go mow some yards. Feed some dogs, some horses, some geese, guineas, ducks, chickens. What else we got? We got about 24 baby guineas that we just got, so they're needing fed. You guys take care. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of time on a Saturday morning with me. Hopefully, you subscribe, like the video, share it, come back and stick around a little more. Catch you on the next one. Smoke a good cigar.